everyone, History Mystery Man here, coming to you today from the tiny village of New Bremen, Ohio in Auglaize County. And all the towns in this particular county and adjoining Mercer County are really super nice and clean, a beautiful area of Ohio. But I'm going to come right out and say that New Bremen, the village of New Bremen, just may be the nicest, cleanest, prettiest small town I've ever put my eyes on. Founded by German immigrants, this very special village comes with a really interesting corporate twist, or should I say corporate assist. A local corporation has invested in this village in a big way and turned this place into a small town gem unlike no other. It really is fascinating. Can't wait to show it to you. History Mystery Man here at your service and on duty. Welcome to New Bremen, Ohio. Let's go see what's inside.
The fellow that bought it, or that built it, was in 1865. He came home from the Civil War. This was on the outskirts of New Bremen.
Really?
So, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know there was an outskirts.
Yeah. The main town was where the post office is now.
All right, can we go inside?
Surely. It's pretty accurate as to what it was when it was built. This part of the house was the summer kitchen. And he was a tailor.
He was a tailor.
And he and his wife came from Germany. In this house we feature furniture that was made in New Bremen. There had been 3 furniture companies here.
And I'm thinking they're no longer here?
No.
Okay.
No.
You grew up in New Bremen. You're still here. Why have you stayed in...
I came back here.
You came back
Yes.
here? Okay. Well, that leads me right where I'm going. Why did you come back to New Bremen?
Well, I just always loved this little town, and all my family was here. And I wanted to know more about my history, so I came home, take care of my mother, and settled here again.
It's one of the prettiest little small towns I've ever seen, and this is my thing. I go all across America in small towns. This has become one of my favorites. How do you see this place?
Oh, it's it's my favorite also. I've lived in New Hampshire, New York, Michigan, Pennsylvania. And I've always talked about my hometown with other people, and they just kind of laugh at me, you know. But when they come and visit, they know what I'm talking about. We pulled up the old carpets that were on the floors, and these are the original floors.
Wow.
With ash.
Seriously?
Yes.
Those are ash wood floors?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Wow, and those are original to 1865?
That's right.
Oh my God, they are so well preserved. Would this be a bedroom, I guess?
Yes, we made this the bedroom. Mm-hmm.
The Heinfeld, do I pronounce that right? Heinfeld bedroom suite.
Heinfeld built this furniture.
He built the furniture?
Yeah.
Oh, you did say
he was one of the furniture companies.
I gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Downtown New Bremen, Monroe Street, so well preserved, so nice. It's just beautiful. It's like its own country. To the coffee shop. The New Bremen Coffee Company. Got my own door handler today. Sweet. Love the exposed brick. Beautiful coffee shop. Any idea what this building used to be?
Yes. This used to be the bank.
It used to be the bank.
First City Bank, it was called.
First City Bank?
And then that was many years ago. When I was growing up, this was a shoe store.
This is nice. Oh, how you doing all? You all right?
Yeah. History Mystery Man.
Yeah,
That's who
yeah.
we are.
Right on. How do you like New Bremen?
Great.
Great. Love it. How do you like having a coffee shop in downtown New Bremen?
Oh, we love it. We love it. It's a lot of fun. We have a good time. We have great customers, and so it's fun.
Yeah, I can believe it. And
Yeah.
the town itself is beautiful, so well
Thank you.
preserved.
Yes,
I mean,
yeah. It's a beautiful town, and they've taken great care of it.
I can tell. Where are you from?
New Bremen.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've heard of that place.
Yeah, you have.
So you want to stay here? Do you want to live here? Do you want to have the rest of your life here?
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
you eager to get out? Where are you at on it?
No, we're good to stay. I'm here. I'm married. Have 2 kids. Life is good.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
I can't imagine living a better life anywhere else.
Yeah,
This town-
we're pretty happy.
Is it hard to make it in small town America, or do your same customers keep it going?
No, we have quite a few of the same customers. Obviously, with Crown Forklift Corporation, they bring a lot of people in and out of here, so that's super helpful as well.
Yeah.
But we've got a lot of our regulars. We've got a lot of groups that come and go and meet here, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, and we're all addicted to coffee, so that helps too.
It's a perk.
So you love New Bremen, yes?
Love New Bremen, yes sir.
I can see why. Thanks for your time. You have a
Yeah,
beautiful
thank you.
coffee shop.
Thank you so much.
Hoffman Decorating since 1876. Wow. So the Hoffman family has been operating here since the very beginning, 1876?
Yes, correct.
That's-
Yeah, they came off the canal.
The Hoffmans.
The Hoffmans, right. And they bought the little house next to 216 North Franklin. That used to be Ruth Dickey, where she lived. And then they moved to this little white place here, the 219 North Main. And they turned that into a home and the store. Okay. But anyway, John Hoffman and Paul Hoffman, his dad, were born in the very same room in this 219 North Main.
The
So
little
that's
White House
interesting.
across the street?
Right.
Wow.
So they're born in the same,
That's interesting.
same room.
I'm the 4th generation. My son's the 5th generation.
Wow.
My great-grandfather came here from Germany, settled in New Bremen, and my grandfather, he then inherited the business. And so then my dad got it from him, Paul, and I got it from my dad, and Craig's got it now. And
So the 5th generation has it now, right?
Right.
5th generation, you say there won't be a 6th generation, but it's still remarkable because it's very unusual and rare that 5 generations of the family would hold down a business since 1876. That's a small town story, and that's not something you get everywhere.
yeah. Well, I imagine we're probably one of the oldest continuous family business in at least the county.
Yeah,
Because I don't know
believe
of
it.
any others around.
Yeah.
And so maybe we ought to get a plaque or something.
Yeah,
around our neck.
you got a trophy coming your way, mister. How do you like New Bremen?
Oh, it's a great place.
I can tell.
Yeah. Well, years ago, Jim Dickey in town here has Crown Material Handling. He was interviewed by a reporter from the Cleveland Plain Dealer, and at the end of the report that he put in, the reporter put in the paper, he said that the people in New Bremen live in Shangri-La. And I'll have to agree with that. Of course, you tell younger people what Shangri-La is, and they have no idea.
I'm going to call it Utopia.
Yeah.
Or something close. It's a beautiful town. Thanks for being a part of it for all these decades, and I think your story is remarkable, and appreciate everything you've done for this place and your customers.
Okay, well, we just enjoy being here.
Yeah, I can see why. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
So, Jen, you feel safe in New Bremen,
Oh,
yes?
absolutely.
Yeah. That's so. That's the reason I'd want to move here.
Yeah.
So you don't worry. You walk down the streets at night here, and you're not worried.
No, there's no worry.
You feel completely safe in New Bremen,
I know
Ohio.
Most people know me.
You know, and I know a lot of people say, well, in a small town, everybody's in everybody's business. But you know what? Those same people that may be in your business, I don't care. I've got nothing to hide. But those same people, when you fall down, will help pick you up.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's small town America. I love it.
This is my farm, yours.
It was your farm, or
It is my farm.
is your farm?
Yes.
That's your field crop?
Yes.
Does your husband?
No, I rent the land.
Oh, I see. And your husband is a Dickey, right?
Yes.
Wow.
And
You are well connected.
I was born, and there was a house
Right there, and that's where
those
you were
trees.
born.
Yes.
That's where Dr. I can't remember the name.
Flutter John.
Flutter John. If I was coming into the world, I'd want old Flutter John to bring me in.
They started building on Monroe Street in the late 1800s. Right where this Crown building is now was the place where Charles Basil lived. He built a big house there out of brick.
And we saw his pictures in the Lawman
Yes,
home.
we did.
And this was where he
And
lived.
the Crown store across the street here was his bank. Because in Germany they would build their place of business, their store, their bank in their front yard, and that's what he did. So
And-
his house was here and his bank was right over there. Everybody.
How you doing, gang? Good, good, beautiful, thanks. Many of these are the buildings that Crown Equipment Corporation
Yes.
purchased, refurbished, fixed up.
All of these.
They've done a spectacular job. I mean, there's a lot of corporate Americas out there that would not invest in a town the way they have. I think it's a fascinating story, and I commend them for doing it. This place is beautiful. I hear a lot from people that nothing is manufactured in America anymore. It's all hold the phone, I guess, because Crown Equipment Corporation has been manufacturing out of New Bremen since 1945. They're one of the largest forklift manufacturers in the world, and pretty sure they're still here, yes?
Yes, we are here. We have a very large presence in this area. This whole area is blessed with a lot of good manufacturers other than Crown as well. And we've got a great workforce here, and the area is just a great place to live.
So, are you on the list of the folks who say they like New Bremen?
Oh, definitely. I've been here my whole life.
Yeah. So when I think of the Crown Equipment Corporation, to me they're the quintessential American success story. The humble beginnings here in '45, they're still here, but as they gained, success over the decades, they literally could have set up shop anywhere. But they chose to stay here in New Bremen with their family roots. To me, that's a cool story. How do you read that?
Well, I think being a privately held company, the Dickey family is very committed to this area, and they know the value of the workforce in this area, so it was pretty much a very easy decision.
And I got to tell you, Randy, I've been to a lot of small towns. It's kind of what I do. I've never been to one as nice and clean as New Bremen. I know that the company has invested a great deal in this city, and it shows. I think it's awesome that they fixed up the downtown area and made it so nice. What's your take on that?
We have a lot of visitors worldwide that come in, and we wanted the town to look nice, so we would buy a building, fix it up, put an office in there. And gradually that just kind of has morphed, and now our downtown area is our corporate campus for our corporate headquarters.
And could you envision yourself being or living anywhere else now after the full circle?
No, not at all. And I have 3 daughters, and hopefully all 3 plan on coming back here and living as well. I already have one living in town, so.
Have they talked to you about that they would want to one day come back?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I hear that from a lot of the families here. Most of the kids want to get out, and go discover the world, but these kids want to come back.
Well, the quality of life here is wonderful. The schools are great. We have very little crime. It's just a great place to raise a family.
The water flows north, and on this side of the road, the water flows south
So one flows north to Lake Erie, the other flows south to...
to the Ohio River, and
So you don't get a lot of flooding here because it's flowing away in both directions.
that's right, yeah.
Another bonus to live in New Bremen. So that's an original cabin.
Yes.
Where'd they find it?
In Mercer County,
And they moved it here. Who moved it? Who preserved it?
Crown.
Yep. That's sweet. I like that.
So they had to figure out a way to bring water to these areas in order for the boats to be able to be raised up and down. And that's why we have Lake Laramie and Grand Lake St. Mary's and Indian Lake.
To feed the canal.
To feed the canal.
So were those man-made lakes then?
Yes.
I didn't know that. That's
Well,
interesting.
They were swampy areas.
That
so-
they carved out and made
Yes.
into lakes that fed the Miami and Erie Canal through New Bremen. So it was built in 1864?
Yes.
And the oldest something or another?
Oldest bowstring girder.
Bridge in Ohio. Now part of the park. Sweet. To the, what is this? The Lock Keeper's house. The air-conditioned Lock Keeper's house. How are you, sir?
Good, you?
I'm wonderful, thank you. New Bremen's a beautiful town. How could you not be wonderful in this place? How do you like New Bremen?
I love New Bremen, love the area. Being that we're southwestern All-Glaze County, so Minster, New Bremen, New Knoxville, it's all one and the same, and absolutely fantastic communities to live in. So yeah, we get people in here at the Lock Keeper's house from all over the world. They appreciated having a lock system like this that was really refreshed and revitalized and able to be seen like it is.
How do you like New Bremen, Ohio?
I love it. I
Okay, that's what I was looking for. You love New Bremen?
Yeah.
Oh, good answer. I love it too, and I just got here.
So where are you from?
I'm from Toledo, Ohio, but I'm in love with small town America. And I've been to a million of them, and I don't know that I've seen one as nice and clean as this one.
Well, good.
It's really fascinating. I might be moving in, so just prepare
We'll
yourself.
keep an eye out.
All right. But our mayor has roots to this home.
Absolutely.
Built in 1865. That's really interesting.
It's been rewarding, actually. A lot of people ask me why I got into the mayor business, so to speak, and I tell them, you know, the only way you can make changes that you think could help the village is to get involved, and that's what I did, first as a councilman, then as a mayor, and we luckily have a great council that we all get along together and make the right decisions for the village. So that's the basic reason.
And you, as I understand, are a lifelong resident, yes?
Yes, I am. Yes, I've lived here all my life. My great-great-grandfather came from Germany and have been part of New Bremen since the 1800s. And it's wearing off on my sons and daughters too. Two of them would never go anywhere else, and one has moved away, but you know, the rest of them are continuing in that pattern. Yeah. Yeah, and luckily I work for a great company like Crown that allows me to get away and do things like this. You know, I've always had that latitude, and it's a great thing that they allow me to be able to get away. So it's been good.
If I'm the mayor of New Bremen, I got to tell you, I'd be super proud.
Yes, and I am, and we are. You know, it's a lot of pride in this town, and it shows out through all of our business.
So this is the Bicycle Museum of America.
Hi.
Or is it at? Good morning.
Hello.
Hello.
History
Is your boss
mystery
here?
man here.
I saw your speed.
Did you? Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
Okay.
This is a Crown building, yes?
Yes.
I can tell. It's super duper. So if you would just tell me how the Bicycle Museum in New Bremen, Ohio came to be.
So the Schwinn family of bicycle notoriety collected bicycles for a number of years. They had a public display of those bikes up in Chicago. In 1993, Schwinn filed bankruptcy. The ultimate destination of that collection was auction in 1997. A personal collector from here in New Bremen bought 167 of those original Schwinn bikes and brought them here to set up the museum. This bike was not included, but it is the oldest bicycle in our collection, making us one of the most comprehensive collections, spanning the most number of years. This is the 1816 Drazine, built by Karl von Drees in Germany. Steerable transportation device from point A to point B really starts here with the Drazine, the earliest model.
Finally, how do you like New Bremen, Ohio?
I love New Bremen. It's a nice historic town, well kept, up to date. It's got a nice little coffee shop and some other cute restaurants. It's a great place to work.
Yeah, all the towns around here are pretty nice, actually.
Yeah, they're all on the Miami and Erie Canal. There's nice paths that connect them. There's actually a lake about 15 minutes from here, so it's a really fun place to be.
Good. Well, I might become your neighbor here in New Bremen. I love this place.
Sounds great.
Thank you so much.
Sure, thank you.
The Civil War flag that was carried
Ooh,
by New Bremen.
Wow, so All-Glaze County carried that flag into the Civil War. That's really special. Gosh, look how frayed it is, yet preserved.
When the women unrolled it, at the place in New York where they were working on it, they could still smell the gunpowder as they unrolled it.
What a great piece of history.
And this is 1837.
This is, you're saying, the oldest building in New Bremen?
Yes, the Lawman House.
The Lawman House. All right, let's go check it out.
We call it that because the Lawman family lived here for over 100 years.
Really?
Several.
Let's go meet the Lawmans. Man, this house smells like 1837, and that's not a bad smell. I'm a history geek, and I love the smell of old homes and the wood. I can feel it, I can smell it. It's wonderful.
But here are the Lawmans. This was the Mr. Lawman that built the home, and then this was his son.
And they lived here over 100 years.
Yes, the families.
That's so interesting. And Jen, your last name is Conradi.
Yes.
So this gentleman back in the low 1900s founded a women's college in Florida that eventually became Florida State University.
Yes.
He was from New Bremen, and you are related to him. How?
Yes, he's my great uncle.
Great uncle. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so interesting.
And
you really do have roots here.
I do.
Edward Conradi. Thanks for your educational contributions. What do we got here? You said your local doctor?
Yes, he was the doctor when I was growing up.
Were you excited to see Dr. Fetterjohn when he'd come over? Or was he the doctor of pain?
But he spoke mostly German.
Oh, okay.
He delivered me.
Did he really?
Yes. On the family farm.
Oh, that's fascinating. This is your schoolroom in the Lawman House. I can see why. Blackboard,
Yes.
lots of books on the shelf.
The third graders come to visit, and we have them write on the blackboard because they've probably not seen a blackboard.
I didn't even think about that.
School. This is the school that. It's a drawing of the school. This
Oh,
is the
really?
school that.
An old high school?
No,
Or-
it was a grade school when I went there.
Wow, that's some fancy grade school. And I assume that building is long gone.
Yes, that's gone.
Ah, doggone it. And these desks came from that old grade school we just looked at, going back deep into the 1800s, I'm sure.
Yes. Gosh. 1878.
Think about all the little kids who strained their brains in those desks, searching their minds for the right answers. The 1830s?
Yeah, most of the floors are original.
Wow. I mean, I look at these floors and I think of all the men and women who walked across these boards since 1830 something. Okay, I'm feeling special. I get to see the
I
attic
like to warm up here.
of the Lawman House. Check it out. Look at those
and
beams.
check those chimneys, how they lean.
My goodness. Those are original roof planks going back to the 1830s. This is fascinating. You said the chimney leans for a reason. That thing's really leaning over.
The other one's over here. Yeah.
Well, they're both leaning, so it was done purposely, I'm sure, and a reason for it, I'm sure. I wonder what it is. Well preserved. This is very cool. So you've been in here at night
Yes.
in the Lawman House? Do I have to ask about ghosts? I mean,
Well,
I mean,
some people believe that there's a ghost that lives here.
yeah. Well, I knew someone did. You're not going to get out of the Lawman House without some
It's
sort
not
of
been
ghost.
my experience. So.
No, but this little district here where the Lawman House was the heart
This was
of
the heart,
New Bremen back in the 1830s.
Right, the fire department was right here, and the church and the city park, and all of these buildings along here are old.
I can tell.
That building next to the post office there was a hotel.
Wow. Interesting. The heart of New Bremen at one time. Well, the heart didn't move too far away, fortunately.
far away.
And how about that old building there? What is that?
That was a fellow that had carved tombstones. Now it's the German Township office building. Hi, John.
Hey, John. Hey, John.
Hi, Barb.
Hi, Barb. Oh my gosh, this is a beautiful church. All the stained glass.
Yeah.
How nice. Wow, how beautiful. And this is where am I, the St. Paul?
United Church of Christ.
St. Paul United Church
it was
of Christ.
Lutheran.
It's a beautiful church. It really is. I'm going to heaven.
Well, good.
I'm convinced now.
That's good.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you. You guys have a great day.
Oh yeah, you know. The house I'm looking at now, tell me, was
1846, and it was built to be a schoolhouse.
the theater?
Yeah, that was a theater when I was a kid, and then Crown also purchased that building and redid it, and now we have a theater.
It looks like a beautiful theater. Every small town should have a theater to promote the arts. Is it a movie theater?
Movie theater.
Movie.
It's movie. Mhm.
I gotcha. An amazing hometown theater, Lachlan Theater. Might as well check it out while we're here. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, it's beautifully restored, I can tell, just like everything Crown does. How do you like New Bremen, Ohio?
I like it very much. Thanks for doing your feature on the raceway.
Yeah, that's what I'm here. I'm here to do a feature on the whole town.
Oh,
I was so fascinated by the town, I came back.
Oh, great, great.
Tickets,
Glad to
tickets,
have you.
please. Thank you so much.
Sure.
This is I'm just gonna peek in here real quick.
Yeah, sure. There's a balcony too.
What an awesome hometown theater. This is so cool. With a balcony? Oh. What does a movie cost here? If I'm gonna come see
$6.
$6?
Children 4 and under or children 11 and under are $4.
Oh my gosh, now that's a small town bargain if I ever heard one. Are you guys from New Bremen?
Yeah.
Anyone? How do you like New Bremen?
Love it.
I do love it, yeah.
Yeah, how can you not love it? Love the building. Cornerstone of New Bremen. It's like an old-fashioned drugstore slash pharmacy. Love it. But it's been a pharmacy for more than 100 years?
Yeah, we're at whatever, 101, 102.
Yeah.
Wow.
103.
And Mrs. Sweeterman still lives in the area or upstairs?
Upstairs. Yep, yeah, you're
God,
welcome
she would
to-
be fascinating to talk to.
Oh, she would be, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
she could tell you a lot.
Thank you so much.
All right, thanks.
I know you're from New Bremen, but you moved away and you came back. Why?
Yeah, graduated from New Bremen, grew up here. Wife and I got married, and we lived in Dayton area with our jobs, and then we decided to have our first kid, and we moved back to be closer to our parents and part of this great hometown.
Yeah, what is it about this place that's so charming? I mean, obviously looking at it, it's pristine and clean, but it's wonderful.
I think everybody just takes pride in their belongings. So everybody keeps their houses clean and their properties looking nice. They think they have a responsibility to make it look nice, not only for themselves but for their neighbors as well. I think we're fortunate to have good schools here, so we take pride in that. And we're lucky enough to have great businesses like Crown and some other ones that help us out and do great things for our community as well.
Seems pretty safe for the kids here too.
Oh, it's wonderful for the kids. The swimming pool,
Yeah.
the splash pad, the library where we're at. There's plenty of things for the kids to do here.
You're an example. I've already heard people moving away and coming back. I think that's interesting, and I think it speaks volumes for the village of New Bremen.
Yep. Yeah, it's a place that, like I said, I grew up and I loved every minute of it, and I thought it'd be great for our kids to do the same.
Good choice. The hotel. Actually, the Hotel Central, built in 1891. Now it's 17 West. So this used to be a hotel. Now it's a restaurant.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Two, please.
Dos amigos. How do you like New Bremen? I want to
Love
know.
it.
Love it? Good answer. I like that answer. That's pretty standard, that answer around here. Wow, this is super nice. 17 West. That wouldn't be the bar that I took a picture of, is it?
I think so.
Wow. There's an old picture of a bar, a black and white, and I think that's it. That's
Yeah,
right
this
where.
is the original bar.
Is it
from the
really?
hotel. Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
This might be a really good lead.
This place is beautiful. Thank you.
Right here today. You're very welcome.
How are you, sir? Dave? Don
Mystery
Radeball.
man.
Oh, glad to meet you. I
Yes,
heard you
sir.
was going to be in town.
Yeah, I know. It caused quite a stir. Hello, Mrs. How are you? How do you like New Bremen, Ohio?
Oh, it's a great place.
I can
Filled
tell.
with history.
Filled with history, but it's also beautifully preserved.
Yes, it is. Very much so.
Born and bred.
You're born and bred here?
Yes.
Yeah.
6th generation.
6 generations? See, that in itself is a fascinating story. Did you,
1833.
1833? Why?
Worked at Crown for 30-something years, too.
Yeah. Are you retired now?
Yes.
And now you're president of the New Bremen Historic Association?
Yes.
Well, thanks for keeping the history alive. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you for being in town.
Yes, sir. I'm glad to be here. This town is beautiful.
Here's the 7th generation.
Seventh generation? Oh my goodness. Right state. Okay, Dayton. I got your marketing degree. Well, good for you. Nice to meet the 7th generation. That's so cool how the generations stick with their towns. Well, hey, whoa. Are you eager to get out of New Bremen because you want to go conquer the world, all that jazz, or could you see yourself coming back and living in New Bremen?
I can see myself coming back and living here.
Man, see? 7th generation. We'll work on the 8th. Even New Bremen has a massage clinic. All right. Hey, no, I just wanted to say hi and thank you for, you shared my last post on the Speedway and I appreciate it. Are you guys busy or is it hard to keep clients in a small town like New Bremen?
No.
One after the other.
Yep.
Love it. How do you like New Bremen?
I love it.
Good
Grew up
answer.
here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Nice massage clinic, by the way.
Thank you.
Really nice. Everything in New Bremen's nice.
Yeah.
The first bank building. It's beautiful. Gosh, we're going inside. Sweet.
This is a Crown store.
Crown store, okay.
Yes.
And what's
It's anything that we can put a Crown logo on, you can
okay?
basically find in here.
It's everything's got a Crown logo
Yes.
on it. That makes sense to me now. Wow, this building was built in 1866.
Yes.
That's fascinating. That's just 1 year after the Civil War. It's amazing. Are you from New Bremen?
I am.
Oh, how do you like New Bremen?
I love it. It's a very nice and clean town.
I can. It doesn't take long to figure that out. It's
Yes.
beautiful.
Yes.
Is it the kind of town you could grow up in and stay all your life? Or
Yes, yeah, we actually, my husband and I just bought a house here.
Oh,
So we're
good move.
good for...
Good for you.
Yes. Yeah.
Welcome to New Bremen.
Thank you.
Oh, I love New Bremen.
Beautiful.
Yep, I'm here to stay. Been here over 35 years, so.
I think you made a wise choice. It's a
Yep.
beautiful place.
Yes, it is.
Thanks, Mary Moeller.
Thank you.
You look great.
How do you like New Bremen? Good answer.